I think I've pushed all of the right buttons. I hope that I'm audible. I hope the game is audible. So yeah, I've been wanting to, for a while, make some showcase videos for mods that I use. I have about 325 mods currently active. And I kind of just wanted to show them off and let you guys know what I think, if I have any thoughts of them at all. You know, maybe they're just so subtle that I don't notice. And I'm going to be making a new character, both to show you the UI that I have set up and some of the mods that activate, like, right off the bat. And I also kind of sort of made a huge mistake, and I'm a blooded vampire in solitude now, and everyone wants me dead. Meh, 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 meh. You know, it's rough stuff. It's Skyrim stuff. So let's go. And I'm playing on a laptop with 8 gigs of RAM, which is not a whole lot. So, and I have shut down a lot of background applications, Skyrim and Firefox with 1 tab, mind you, are the only things open. Hey, there's a man. But yeah, I don't have a dual monitor to check if I'm still recording, which is kind of and since it's kind of 8 gigs isn't actually very much, the performance isn't going to be like butter or anything, but this is like just a private video anyway, so I just wanted to get used to talking over video games, kind of just doing streamery let's player things, stuff like that. Right off the bat, you can see that we have some different options for races. I have a mod that adds deep elves, or Dwemer. It's called Timelost Dwemer on Nexus Mods. I have a Draugr player character mod, which is fun. And the half dragon. And anything else? Yes, the snow elf, who is, well, boy howdy, let me just... Nope, that didn't really help. Oh, well. That's the lighting for you. But I didn't... I wasn't thinking of playing any of the modded races, or modded in races, for the video. I was going between if I wanted to be Imperial Sword and Board, which is something that I find suits my playstyle, or otherwise I often go with a stealth sniper wood elf Bosmer. I think most people do that, either sneaky shoot Khajiit or Bosmer. I also really like playing, like, Destructionist and Necromancer Bretons. They're just really fun. I think the Wood Elf. I'm leaning towards Wood Elf. Let's see what we can do. Some preset options there. That's a pretty cool base to work with. I can't promise this section will be terribly exciting. If I go back and it's like excruciatingly boring, I will absolutely just fast forward all of this. Oh yeah, we have a skin tone slider set. I think this is from either Race Body Mod, or it might just be called Sliders. I would have to check my loadout. But yeah. This is a relatively new mod. I believe it is just called Pronouns, and it changes the language that NPCs will use about you. It changes their pronouns, and it's pretty cool. I'll just go with she, her. As the blurb said, sometimes if you use they, them, it poses some dialogue issues. And I don't want to run the patcher and everything right now. Okay. We are not in Helgen anymore, are we? This is an abandoned cell in the abandoned prison along the river that I don't remember the name of. This is for another. This is for a companion mod. I will, if I want to take him around, and I probably will. He's a very tanky follower, which is pretty good for my purposes usually. And he's just a nice guy. I think he's written fairly well. I like him just fine. So, since we're not in Helgen, and we're not going to be in Helgen, we talked to the statue of Mara. This is Live Another Life, and it has a few relevant patches. I used Legend of the Dragonborn, so there is an origin where I can be the guildmaster for the Explorer Society. That's part of that mod. Ooh, a werewolf is kind of tempting. I don't know why, I do like playing Bosmer werewolves, even though it goes against the Green Pact. It's just neat. I think I'm going to be camping in the woods. Thanks, Mara! Now we just go to bed. No, enable survival mode? No, I don't. I mean, sometimes if I really just want to hit things, I'll play the game with God mode on, so I'm definitely not doing survival mode anytime soon. So, sorry. We're camping in the friggin' woods. It's great. Begin your new life. I think something just swooped over me or landed near me, so we're gonna see what that's about. This is SkyUI. This is one of my absolute must-haves. Like, even if I was going to do a very minimal load order, I would absolutely have SkyUI. It's a game changer. Genuinely, if you play with mouse and keyboard, it is, like, literally a game changer, you can see. Yeah, SkyUI, get into it. And just take all of this stuff. Oh, okay. I was all doing. Something was swooping above me. And I'm getting a lot of notices, requests added to my journal. These would be Creation Club content. I don't own the Anniversary Edition, but I have like some of the free Creation Club things that have been meted out over the while. I'm just pausing so you can read if you want to. I can read it aloud if you like. I've done this one before, and I have to say that my favorite part of it is the mount that you get from it. I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't go into much more detail than that, but you can get a mount, and it's really cool. And this is for the Dwarven Mud Crab. And this is for the general pets of Skyrim. You get a rat, a spider, a goat, a rabbit, and a fox, I believe. And you can also get a pet Nyx Hound whenever you're ready to go to Solstheim. And Shadowfoot Sanctum, which is a nice, cozy place for thiefy characters, for sure. It's a lot better than the Ragged Flagon. So, what do I do next? Am I going to go to Helgen and am I gonna find out what that giant black thing was in the sky? Am I gonna care about that at all? Nope. It's time to go exploring. Eh. I do like to imagine just NPCs watching your character struggle to catch butterflies. Just batting fruitlessly in the air like a 6-foot-tall Nord with a giant two-handed sword on its back. Just eh. Another quick mod mention. It's hard to see, but in the area next to the interact key and what it says it is, Harvest Mountain Flower, there are actually 4 things that say unknown very, very faintly. And as I discover the alchemical properties of Blue Mountain Flower, they will start to pop up on my UI. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, now that it's in a shadow, you can kind of see it better. I don't have a lot of, like, fuck roads. We don't need, where we're going, we don't need roads. So I don't have very many graphical changes. I used to run, I think it was called like Skyrim 2018 or something. I did have a collection of graphic mods, and just because my laptop is relatively weak sauce, they weren't always as noticeable as I would have liked. Also, like, if you have things like Peltapalooza, Rustic Soul Gems, Rustic this and that, it adds up and fills out your load order really, really fast. And while I have played Skyrim with a curated collection of over 800 mods, I don't know that I would recommend that. Even though it was... There were a lot of cool new mods that I found through that. So, what we have here is something called moreHUD, moreHUD, and as you can see, it says the name of the item. It also has the armor rating, the weight, the value, and the V/W, which I can't think of what that means right now. I don't know, kind of have poo brain. I'm gonna take it. And the little icon, the red lightning bolt, is to signify it's enchanted. And you can see the enchantment, all combat skills increase 10% faster. And the icon next to that with the blue plus sign says that it is an item that can be stored and displayed at the Dragonborn Museum. And when if you're using the Dragonborn Museum, it helps to activate the stones, even if you don't want to be that sign. Just cancel, because you have to activate them to get them in your museum display, and they will be in the Dragonborn Hall. You'll just have all of the stones in one place, and you can switch at will. It's pretty convenient. And as for overhauls with regards to the Guardian Stones, ooh, hanging moss. Let's see, that's kind of twitchy. I use a lot of the overhauls done by Simon Magus. I would just look up that user on Nexus Mods. I believe he's also active on Reddit in the Skyrim mods subreddit, if you're a Reddit-y person. Yeah. And he has overhauls for, I believe, the Standing Stones, the Guardian Stones, obviously. He also has racial overhauls, vampires, werewolves, magic, just all sorts of things. And they're relatively light overhauls. You know, I could move while I talk. They're relatively light overhauls. Not as light as Vanilla Plus, I would say, but not too, like, if you've ever played with Ordinator, or, just any of the really heavy, the really option heavy, the really mechanically involved, the really OP stuff. Let's see, what do I have? There we go. Boop. Yeah. Don't need to pick locks that often just yet. No. Easily done. I was nattering on about overhauls, yes. Simon Magus. Check his stuff out. It's good. Works. No. Why did I do that? No. Let's actually get a look at our gal. Yeah. Yeah. Not a huge fan of the fur helmet. Oh, she's cute! She is cute! I like the necklace that the fur armor gives her. Yeah. Take that. Do I want to go into Ember Shard yet? I don't know. Let me just talk about a few more UI and mechanical things. Before I get too involved and this video gets too long. So I have the basic passive things, passive buffs and debuffs. I use a mod. I started using a mod. I haven't actively used it. Like, I mean, I've tried to bring in other saved characters from other games, and it's been a little tricky. I think I'm gonna have to read up some more on how exactly Proteus works. But it looks really promising, and I really want to make it work for me, because it just looks so cool. And it makes it so you can edit, like, the weather, your armor, different NPCs. You can change, I think what's most the coolest thing and what draws people to Proteus is that you can, if you are playing a really lawful character, let's say, for example, me, and you don't want to do things like the Dark Brotherhood or the Thieves Guild, you can just save your lawful character where they are, and you can make a new character who is meant to be a sneak thief, and you can go back to the lawful save and bring that character in. And I think you can like switch between the two and play as the sneak thief. So the character that the lawful one that you were playing previously, doesn't have to get their hands dirty. That's pretty alright. I don't know why I keep saying things like pretty whatever. It's pretty annoying. I also have a camping mod that adds in different kind of tents, and you can build campfires. And it has its own skill tree that you can level up as you get experience with camping and sitting at fires and cooking and doing things like that. And it's pretty... Oh, there I go again. I like it. Oh, man. This is a spell mod that lets you, if you have a house that is like a mod house or something like that, you can use Bless Home as long as the home has a place for you and 2 beds for kids. You can bless your home and your family will move wherever you want them to. And you don't need to have a full family, it's just they want you to have beds for the kids. And this one is a mod where once you've done Innocence Lost, you can front the money to make Honorhall better. And you just go to Constance and, offer some money, and it expands the place. It adds, like, a bathing area and, like, I think more stuff in the garden. Like, it just makes it a more appealing place to be in general. And after that happens, if you find orphans out while you're wandering, which I have a mod called The Kids Are Alright, so there are just random kids everywhere. Like, bandits have them, vampires have them, witches have them. I've seen, like, skeleton kids in Halls of the Dead. So you can send them to Honorhall, and they're all adoptable as well. And that's just everything. Skills. Do I have anything? I have things that would alter the skill tree, but not anything that, like, adds new skills or makes anything particularly unexpected. Like I said, it's a very light overhaul. Let's see. Yes, I have a portable mimic. You just... Oh gosh. Well, in theory, you just put it down and you put clutter inside of it, and it spits out different, more useful items. I believe that's by vicn? VICN, also known for Glenmoral and Vigilant and Unslad, which I've played all 3 of them. I like them a lot. They're very Soulsian, so I'm not very good at them. Usually play them with God mode on. But I like them a lot nonetheless. It's... Yeah, they do a really good job of translating Souls-like combat into Skyrim's engine, and putting a lot of assets, or lookalikes at least, from those games into Skyrim. So if you're a fan of that, I highly recommend. But I also understand, like, I've seen people just be like, why would you want that? They're 2 different games. It's like apples and mortar shells comparison. What are you doing? So, your mileage may vary. You don't have to have it. Is there anything else I would like to say before seeing how long this... Ah, Fox! Hi! Hi, baby. Hello, fishy. Yeah, I think this could very well wrap it up for now. I need to check to make... Oh god, what am I being attacked by? No! Why? See, this is why you shouldn't just stand there talking. Oh, I really need a new mouse. It is acting up. Hang on just a minute. Placed all these arrows. I'm going to try to use console commands as infrequently as possible while I'm recording. So I don't want to just add in more arrows, as tempting as it is. Okay, now that I'm not in danger anymore, question mark. Now I'll sign off. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about mods that have been looked over in this video, just, fire them at me however you can. I'm an enigma. And I will be showing you lots and lots more in videos, theoretical videos, admittedly, to come. So, thank you. Bye-bye!